Live from Studio 6B in the Fimple Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. Last time on Pran Funkels.
Once you pay for time, you can use the time to talk to the other people on the line.
Why don't you and I just talk about something?
Unfortunately, you can't talk to me. I am just a customer service representative doing my job.
But I'm talking to you though, right? I mean, let's fucking date. Why not?
I don't think my husband would approve.
So I buy time just to talk to another guy or like a broad.
I'm sure most women won't appreciate being called a bra.
Well, it's like chicks or whatever. I'm good looking. I'm in good shape. Why don't you leave your husband and talk to me for a little bit?
Give us a call.
He's probably a great guy.
Have a good night.
Hey man, how are you doing?
Doing all right, how you doing?
I was just looking to get lawn equipment.
What lawn equipment, man?
Man to man, just all up and up and all that. What are we talking about here? Is this a daffodil situation?
Yeah, I think you may have to find another job.
$80 for a sack or what?
But I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'll see you later.
So are you going to plant a seed for the ministry? Like
he planted a seed in the Lazy Boy.
Yes.
Not like that. When I say plant a seed, I mean like give a donation.
Yeah, of course, we would.
The Middle East.
We would totally do that. But I mean, he plants seed like about 4 or 5 times a day.
Well, we're not talking about those type of seeds.
Oh, well, I mean, what were you thinking?
So
I think somebody's mind's in the gutter. If he were to sow the seeds that, he's been planting, he'd have a bunch of fabric children at this point.
Well, we understand all of that.
We call them pillow people over here.
Oh, pillow people, huh? Isn't that interesting?
If I did, I did.
And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels.
Live. Welcome to the show, folks.
Welcome, everybody. I guess it's me.
How do I sound?
You sound just swell. You sound real swell. You don't sound like you're on old time radio anymore. What's going on now? What gives? You didn't sound like old time radio before, but it's a definite upgrade, folks.
I didn't sound very good. I've got I mentioned last week. Well, go ahead and talk for a second, Patrick. I need to finish chewing something.
Okay. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know. You need to finish chewing something. That's kind of a funny reason to leave them.
I picked a very opportune time to start eating a gummy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I didn't want people to have to hear the moist noises.
Oh yes, yeah. You don't. You don't want to. You don't want to hear the sounds of stirring macaroni in your ear.
Yeah.
So,
folks, I talked about it last week, but I got my new microphone.
Yeah.
I got a somewhat professional setup here
Mm-hmm.
on as cheap of a budget as I could do without going too cheap. I've got a new microphone on a microphone stand, just like Dick and Dong use. The kind that you can retract and adjust it on the fly.
That's right.
And I got a pop filter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a mixer so that I can hear the show audio as well as my own voice. Which will be very helpful.
It's hard for me to fathom. No.
A cheap, small audio mixer, but a decent one.
Because you guys are cheap bastards with your donation. We're just kidding.
No. But yeah, we do thank you for your donations.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and especially lately, like the Yamaha microphone on my headset has just been, I just have not been able to get it to sound good for a long time, so
yeah.
I was doing some tests before we went live, and I was testing the pop filter, and here's a demonstration. Dr. Pimple Popper.
That's without.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Right, that's with.
Dr. Pimple Popper. See, it works pretty fucking good, folks.
It really does, and I think it deserves one of these. Thank you for your donations. Yes,
it's fitting to say Dr. Pimple Popper because it's called a Sure Popper Stopper.
Popper Stopper, Susan. So too bad we don't have that. I don't have that queued up.
Yeah, me and Susan had to spring for a Popper Stopper.
Susan, you got a lot of
up.
You got a lot of stoppers popping up there, Susan.
Oh, that's right, Chuck. They're popping up in my toilet. I was trying to take a shit, and they kept popping up and biting my ass.
Wow, that'd be an interesting Chuck Woolery. That would be entertainment with a capital C.
That'd be less crazy than a lot of the stuff Chuck says these days.
Yeah.
So, the refrigerator is back on. Can you hear it, folks?
Background
there.
Let's listen. Let's listen and see if Dong's refrigerator's running. I think it is. I better go catch it.
Catch it.
Yeah. So
I do have.
Go ahead.
I do have a microphone that someone gave me. That's I believe it's a dynamic microphone that would probably be. It would be better for not picking up background noise.
Okay.
But this is the fancy new one.
Okay.
I do have the other microphone, but.
Well, yeah, you want the new one. You don't want the old one.
It's just kind of a backup. But I was actually going to test it tonight, but I don't think we need to. I think this is going to be A-okay.
Yeah?
It's a definite upgrade from what I was using.
Yes. Thank you so much for your donations. This is the kind of stuff we talk about when we and it's it's not every day when we just go pick up a new microphone and that kind of stuff, but this is what we mean when we say your donations go right back into the show. And if this works out for Cody, I may give this a shot, see how it goes. I'm happy with what I got, really. I think I'm able to get what I need out of it, but out of this little headset that I use. Who's to say? Who's to say that maybe one day I'll have a fancy microphone set up too, like the folks what make them podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So the BB says the Wonder Years dad likes some of those jalapeno type poppers.
That's true. I like it good and hot.
Jack Arnold. I don't like any of them. I don't like them poppers that come on that stoppers that came on the Scrabble game there. Yeah. Here for the comment says, I wonder what it would sound. I can't read. I wonder how you would sound with it, Patrick. I don't know. Good
Patrick
question.
Sounds pretty good using the Yamaha.
Yeah, I'm using the same thing that Cody.
I mean, different people's voices have different, registers or whatever, and maybe it's just my Joe Pesci-esque voice or something. I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe it just doesn't work with the Yamaha microphone.
Are you saying you sound like Joe Pesci?
No, I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to, but
give us a Rega Frega. Come on, just like in
Rega Frega.
Right in just like in Home Alone when you're
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. He's singing Rega Frega, and
that's the one where he says
Rega Frega a whole bunch.
Apparently, he had a lot of trouble not cursing.
That's funny.
I think they told him to say Rega Frega. There's some story like that.
That's funny.
I just remember watching it and noticing he says that a billion times.
Yeah, that makes it very believable. Not that the original one was that believable, but you know, a kid, gets left home by his parents, and they don't, like, DHS doesn't get involved or anything. They're just like, well, that happens, And they also, like, when the wet bandits are getting caught and everything, and then, like...
Wet bandits. Wet.
So he basically just goes, like, he just goes home. Like... And then he just goes home and goes to bed, and I guess he cleans up the fucking house that has tar and shit all over it from fucking with them all night, and broken Christmas ornaments and shit.
That's a little bit unbelievable.
So, and he just goes to bed, and, like, the cops aren't, like, no cop stays there with him. They don't take him to a foster place or anything for the night. They're just like, all right, good night. Hope you're good to go here, kid, till your parents come home whenever. Like, they're not even sure, like,
at some point.
Yeah, like, they don't even know, like, but I think
how old is he supposed to be in that?
He's 8. He's 8.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So it's clearly against the law. But it's.
I mean, back then it was more likely.
I guess
realistic, but
probably, and it was like, the story was probably written in '86 or something, so.
Catherine O'Hara and that guy would definitely be beaten in the streets with bamboo.
They would just be definitely be shamed all over social media for sure, but
Catherine O'Hara.
It's kind of bizarre if you start thinking about it. Like, what, they just let Kevin go back home because there's nothing else that could happen bad to an 8-year-old kid. I guess
there's always those parts in John Hughes movies that it's a little bit
right. It's unrealistic. Yeah. So, and the other thing I was going to say was I lost it. I was going to say something, but he basically, let's see, what was I going to say?
You never know what we're going to talk about on Pran Funkels.
Yeah, we're just talking about the...
talking about Home Alone.
The realism of the movie Home Alone, and how the parents would be fucking arrested today if there's something like
this. Movie is unreal.
No go.
No go.
The realism in this movie, it's a no go. A no go. It's a no go.
But
gotta be a little careful when you're saying that.
No go. No go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll stop saying that. But the last point I was gonna make was what was it? I forgot. I completely fucking forgot it. It wasn't a big deal, but it's like he basically goes home and just, like, goes to bed, and or I guess he cleans the house for 6 hours and then goes to bed.
Sorry about the background.
That's all right.
Noise.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can hear a lot of noise now.
I have another little surprise for.
Oh, all I was gonna say was, like, that's another thing. Is in that movie, and in a lot of those John Hughes movies, the cops are portrayed as just bumbling shitheads, like idiots. Like the ones, there's parts where isn't there like scenes where Catherine O'Hara or Kevin's mom is calling, they're trying to get a hold of them and calling, and they're just like, there's a kid over there in the house by himself or something, I don't know, they're just...
hang up on that bitch.
Yeah, so the cops are kind of, and it's like that in, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, she's trying to report a rape, and they're just like, all right, stop with the prank calls, bitch, and something like that, but Anyway, so that's kind of part of the John Hughes universe, is that the cops are just fucking idiots, but I guess they do catch the wet bandits at the end after.
Wet bamboo.
That's how Ross's hamster got wet. The wet bandits. So what's your surprise?
I have another little surprise. Someone recently requested this. I think it was in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Which Plumber Marco officially quit, I guess. If you hadn't noticed, I was making comments earlier in the chat that Plumber Marco got assimilated by HAL 9000.
Apparently,
and is no longer.
Clean.
He's no longer responding to command.
Well, here's something that
Sorry, Dave. I don't clean. I'm not clean. What
Here's
kind of guy are you, Dave? Go ahead.
Here's something that's been sorely missed.
Oh.
And I know you, more than anyone, has missed this.
Okay. Let's hear it. What are we doing here? I hear some clicking.
Oh, can you not hear it?
No.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Hang on. Let me see if I can change a setting here.
Okay. I thought we had everything working before we went live.
Well, this is something extra that...
Oh, a little extra, huh? You got me all wondering now. You got me wondering what the hell's going on here. Something a little extra.
Enjoy extra sugar-free gum.
You get extra flavor, extra fun, get extra sugar-free gum.
Extra, the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet, gives you extra refreshing flavor that lasts an extra long time.
Extra long time. I'm gonna go masturbate.
Says won't promote tooth decay. We promise.
Extra lasts extra long.
All right, go ahead. Okay, I'm not hearing anything. Like, what's happening?
God damn it.
Okay.
An extra long time.
All right, do we need to listen to the extra gum commercial again? It's got NutraSweet, which only causes cancer in your bladder sometimes. NutraSweet. Whatever happened to Whatever happened to NutraSweet, folks? This is like NutraSweet. Remember that? I know. You sound like you're playing a keyboard that is not turned on. What's going on here?
That's exactly what. No, it's on, but it's not broadcasting.
You have a MIDI controller or something hooked up?
Yeah, well, you remember the Pran Funkels keyboard?
Yeah.
Back in the early days?
Yeah,
you would get extremely
this weird shit throughout the show. Yeah. So it's not coming through your audio signal but you can hear it outside of the computer, or is it just not working?
Well, I could a minute ago.
It's weird.
But I guess it doesn't work with the Soundflower thing that I use.
Oh, okay.
The What You Hear equivalent thing.
Okay.
Well, that's too... Oh, wait. Hang on. No. You need to unmute.
Oh, is that why we're not hearing it?
That's probably the problem.
Okay, yeah, we muted some of your accounts here. You know something that's really annoying in Zoom here?
The purple one.
Okay.
Unmute that one.
All right, there we go. It says ask to unmute. Like I can't unmute you. There it goes.
Can you hear it?
Yes. Come on, don't be trying to play Axel F on the air. Now, is this used to do this during the show where it was a direct signal like this, or it was just in the background?
It was just in the background.
Yeah, this is coming straight into the...
Yeah, so it's really clear. You know what the problem is?
What's that?
Is what I'm hearing it when you hear it via...
So anytime we're talking over it, yeah. Oh, it's a delay.
There's that Zoom delay, so it's really hard to try to play something when you're not hearing it until a quarter second later.
That's great. So you don't hear it till it comes through.
Yeah, just like if I play a clip, there's like a
delay from when
up to a half-second delay because of Zoom.
That's great. Well, we got we got some stuff. If you got some yas or some sound, Hey, that was nice. That's real nice.
Is that too loud?
It sounds good to me, just because I like that kind of stuff. But go ahead, play us the Doogie Howser theme. Go ahead. That's great. We got a keyboard straight in the boom.
It's really hard to play when there's a delay.
Yeah.
The time you hit the keys.
That was the Doogie Howser horror movie theme there. It's a little scary. It's the one where Doogie gets sued for malpractice. Okay, so just as long as you're not doing that throughout the show, then that
Well.
So let's say hi to everybody in the chat. How about that?
Let's do that. I'm gonna go get a moose. I'll be right back.
And you know what? We should have some background music or something for when we say hi to everybody in the chat.
Do you have something queued up?
I don't, but it's just
I'll be
something
right
that
back.
it just seems like it would be the right thing to do, you sons of bitches. So let me see what we got here, man. Just something I can kind of put in the background and talk over. I don't know. Maybe this would be a good one here, I think. Here, let's do this one. Hey! Pran Funkels, let's say hi to all of our listeners tonight. I'm going to have to put this on repeat so it'll keep going, and it's going to sound weird. Let me see if I put this on repeat, if it'll let me do it. Do. Play along with it. Nice. Oh, and it fades out. Well, that's no good. But see, I need to make a version of this that just keeps on going. But I'll just do it manually this time. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat. We got Don Wong. We got Here for the Comments. We got BB.
Love you a lot.
We got... Who else we got? I'm looking. We got Colin. We got Mystery Hamburglar. We got Gary Busey Burger King. We got Dina King. Welcome. Hey, thanks for listening. And we got, finally, Mr. Takaho Domboski.
Love you a lot.
Love you all a lot. Thanks for listening. Thanks for commenting. Anybody else who wants me to say their name, just say hi, and I'll say your name on the show, and you'll get a special little thrill from that. Right?
I'd like to thank James for his frequent donations, including the one tonight that we received just before the show.
Do we need some more backing music for donations? We can do that if you want.
We could talk about our patrons on Patreon. We love you a lot. Let me boot those up.
Let me see. VLC has this thing where you can loop. Let me see how this
works. Loop it with Luprin?
Let me see how well this works. Here we go. It's probably going to be shitty. Yeah, it's not going to sound good at all. I can already tell, but... Here we go.
Is this a Taito situation?
Oh, actually, it worked really well. Listen to that. I'm like shocked. I did this on the fly. It's like...
What did you do?
Oh, no, it doesn't sound good at all. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
So VLC has a thing where you can, if you're listening to a clip, you can click a button and it will mark a start time for a loop, and then if you click that button again, it marks the end time for the loop, and it'll just sit there and loop between those. And so that's what I did.
Yeah. And
the first time through, it did it right, and this time, see, it did it okay there. Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag, but
yeah.
But it's like it's very it's not precise at all. So it doesn't surprise.
Nah.
I'm surprised it's even close, to be honest.
You probably need more than 256 megabytes of RAM on your computer there.
Yeah. So okay, so go ahead and give a thanks to all of our
Our patrons on Patreon. We've got Jimmy. Love you a lot.
Jimmy, thanks, man.
Machete. Donathan Longathan, who I believe is in the chat.
Yeah, welcome back, Don Long. Haven't seen him in a couple weeks.
Chris Wimberly. Jessica.
We haven't done a Wimberly call in a long time.
No,
Jessica.
we haven't.
Jessica, thanks.
And last but not least, the great Seven.
All right. BB says, I just found out last week that the thank you clip that Kara plays after donations from Total Carnage. Is it? It's from Choplifter, isn't it?
Yes.
I thought it was from Choplifter.
Unless they used it also on Total Carnage for a
They
as a
might
joke.
have. They might have.
I doubt it, though. I don't think that's by the same...
Let me see here.
That is a...
Williams.
Total Carnage is Williams, right?
Yeah, and Choplifter is like... Choplifter, let's see.
Taito?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Something like that. I've also relocated in the Pran Funkels basement 3.0 where I'm not right next to the furnace. So in the event that it does kick on, hopefully you don't hear it as much.
Yeah.
So that's the final on that.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find this Choplifter. This is what we can expect all night.
It's so hard to play.
Yeah, I know.
There's a delay.
I know.
I need to somehow... Oh, you know what I could do is I could plug it into my mixer, but then I'd be hearing... that would be better than hearing it. I'd be hearing the delay also, but at least I would be hearing the notes when I press them also.
But we would be hearing the delay also, wouldn't we? We'd be hearing two sets of notes.
You would hear it normally.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then, yeah.
So I could do that.
Yeah? Let's see on Choplifter here, see what we got. There it is. That's his MAME, so it's not right.
Yeah, it sounds more sped up.
Yeah, it's his MAME.
Recording.
So, yeah, no, MAME is not right. Always right. So.
Sounds even more like
Thank you. I'm a child.
chipmunk.
Let's see if this one... Yeah, this is probably also MAME. I doubt there's anybody...
So what company made that?
It is Sega.
Oh,
Sega made Choplifter, yes. Yeah, so. Sega. Remember when we were kids and we were like, Sega sucks, Nintendo! Because, you know, you got to choose a side. Yeah. You got to... Sega
when they came out with the
Sega
Genesis
dissed Nintendo.
Does.
Yeah, with that.
What Nintendo don't commercial.
Yeah, Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
16-bit graphics. I see a great big problem.
I'm eating a sub.
16-bit graphics. I'm a serial rapist. 16-bit graphics, and I'm eating a sub sandwich when I do this voiceover.
Do you think we can find that commercial? We could give it a shot here. Let's see what we got.
I know it's been played.
Was late in the 20th century that a pox fell upon the land, a plague of home videos that were limited in intelligence. There was brain drain, and terminal boredom swept the countryside.
This is a minute-long commercial. The fuck? Is that the guy that says 16?
This is not
probably
16-bit graphics. I'm gonna fuck a graph.
Your microphone is so good that
a system with twice the power, twice the intelligence,
yeah, that's him.
Twice the challenge.
I thought it was the guy actually saying it for a second.
Only a chosen few were called forth to experience this new dimension of high-definition graphics and stereo sound.
Stereo sound.
And the maker saw what he had done and said, now that's not bad. Discover Genesis, and your world will never be the same.
That's not bad. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It was a weird time.
Like, who is that actor?
That was a commercial to appeal to kids.
It's someone who sounds kind of like Orson Welles, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. It probably is some guy that did like theater and
yeah,
was very
here's another
prim
one.
and proper.
What's the hottest 16-bit
Well,
video
that's not
game?
him. That's not the fat guy at all.
Games, great graphics, real challenge, stereo sound, and the hottest library too, with games like Altered Beast, Golden Axe, Super Hammer,
Golden Axe,
Space Harrier 2, Revenge of Shinobi, Tommy Lasorda Baseball, Truxton, Last Battle, Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf, Super Thunderblade.
You want to talk about hairier? There's nothing hairier than my arms when I go into space.
Sega, Genesis, the new generation in video games.
All right, enough of that shit. Yeah. So yeah. So let's check in with the chat
It's
here.
not. For some reason, it's not working in my mixer.
It's not.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, you can mess with that another time. You can get that to work somehow.
I've never really used the audio out jack on this MIDI keyboard. So.
Oh well. If it.
Oh, you know what? That's not even an audio out jack.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a sustain pedal. Okay,
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say if it's a MIDI controller, it's not gonna put out any actual sound. The sound is coming when it's.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass, folks.
I'm a big old dumbass.
All right.
Did you get your face sat on and everything in prison at night? So you need to get out and go. You're in the wrong line, dumbass. That's a reference to another movie it's near and dear to our hearts. And that movie is Idiocracy. Very cool movie. Very good movie. And, yeah. Very, very, prophetic.
16-bit graphics.
16-bit. Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah. Taco Demoski says, nah, Super Nintendo sucked. No blood in anything.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. We always talk about how the Mortal Kombat, you would beat the dust out of people. You'd just like be punching them in like dust instead of blood. It would be this beige crap flying out of them. It was either dust or milk. I don't. Yeah, which is. It's a lot more disturbing than blood. Let's be honest here. I would much rather see a blood cloud than what the fuck? What is wrong with this person? It's kind of like when I always talk about that scene in Aliens 2 when I was a kid, when the android gets split in half and there's all this shit coming out and it looks like milk. And as a kid, I was just like, what in the fuck? My mind was blown.
Yeah.
I was like, that is fucked up. Like, what is happening?
I saw that on TV, possibly on 34, but probably on
If it had been blood gushing out of him, I would have been like, oh, there's a guy who got cut in half and is dying. You know, I wouldn't have thought anything else of it. It wouldn't have, but something about that, white fluid fucking spraying out just fucked with me, man. Like, kind of freaked me out. So anyway, go ahead.
All right. So now that I messed with stuff, now I've got that interference noise.
Oh, well.
It's really loud and annoying.
Oh, no. You might just have to deal with it. I'm gonna step away for just a second.
Yeah, folks, my computer is
on its way out. Let's just say that.
Interference. It's been going on, as you might know if you've listened regularly to the show for a while.
Hey, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Suddenly I started getting these interference issues that you usually can't hear on the show, thankfully. But like right now, I'm hearing it in my headphones, and it's really annoying. So I mess with. Well, I just adjusted my volume on the mixer, and I don't hear it now. Ooh, that's loud, though. I'll tell you what. Okay. Well, folks, love you a lot. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust some shit. Total silence. It's very loud in my headphones, folks. It's very loud. All right. Well, we got a number list from Kira. Oops, sorry about that. I was adjusting my microphone and bumped it into something. Still working the kinks out here. I was like, I got the kinks, the band, I go to exercising, and we're watching what's that?
Well,
Jane Fonda VHS. And I'm just working the kinks out. They're watching a Jane Fonda exercise video.
One of those new Jane Fonda exercise videos that came out a few years ago. Oh, it's probably about 10 years ago or so.
Real hot.
Hot stuff, that Jane Fonda workout video. You know, I saw
her.
The
calls?
Yes. I saw her in that movie, The China Syndrome, with Mr. Brimley. It's a pretty good movie. Oh, some dialing music. Playing a little.
Somebody requested that I start doing that again on the show. It might have been here for the comments. I don't know.
The keyboard playing? The random keyboard notes?
It was somebody in the Discord, I think. But, anywho.
All right. Well, let's get down to the calls. Let's get down to the calls. Folks, we want to thank you for tuning in. We're going to get down to business.
I want to thank you. If you like the show and you'd like to contribute, we got a Patreon page.
Become a patron.
PayPal link in the description of this and every video on our channel.
Mm-hmm. Or you can donate through PayPal if you just want to give us one-time donation. And, you know, for the record, you can still do that with Patreon if you want. You can just make one donation and then unsubscribe. It's fine. We won't get mad at you. You know, and whatever you know, we're not assholes or anything. We're not, it's like, you know, if you want to donate 50 cents or $1, that's fine. And, you know, every little bit helps. But
we are,
do know this, that
go ahead.
PayPal takes a kind of a hefty fee, don't they?
No, Patreon does.
Patreon does, okay. But PayPal takes a cut, though.
Only if you're not in the United States.
Oh, okay. So Patreon takes kind of a hefty cut. So if you donate like $1, how much of that do we actually get, Cody? Do you know? Like
on Patreon?
Yeah, like 27 cents or something.
No, I think they changed the rules. If it's $1, they don't take as much out.
Okay, well that's good. That's good of them to do that.
But otherwise, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 10% or something that they take.
Okay, well, it's not bad. Not as bad as it used to be, at least.
Or it might have been closer to 20. I don't remember.
Okay. Wow.
Their website and app are so hard to. They just don't work. They're hard to navigate and they don't work properly. So
yeah, we don't.
I stay off there as much as possible.
we don't. We use their services, but we don't recommend that you do. If you.
Well, I should mention this more often. As of I think a couple of months ago, if you donate $5 or more per month on Patreon,
oh yes,
you get access to the calls that eventually get uploaded to YouTube, but you get the audio files.
You can just play them
for free, or well, not for free. I'm sorry,
not for free.
You're paying for it, but
you get to hear them at least a couple
way
of months
ahead of time.
Yeah. So that's a little perk, you know. You get to hear these calls before they actually hit YouTube.
There's also an RSS feed. If you subscribe to it, then obviously every time a new call is uploaded, which I do one per day, 7 days a week. Sometimes I get behind and then I catch up because on weekends sometimes I forget. But I also have been trying to schedule them so that doesn't happen. Anyway,
yeah,
that's a little perk you get if you're a $5 or more
per month donator.
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 It's Gendelson or above. Yeah, they like to say in the business.
In the Pran Funkel business.
But the RSS feed, if you have your podcast app, it will just automatically populate, as a gentleman said that we prank called a long time ago. He's waiting for it to populate.
Who said populate?
Just some guy at a call center that was like,
"Sir, I'm waiting for it to populate."
He sounded a little bit like Rude Rapper, and he kept saying he was waiting for his computer to populate. It's like Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah, that's very good. See, if I say pimple popper, it's not very good.
Yeah, see, that was the thing with the Yamaha, the microphone on this headset, which I'm still using it for the headphones because they're good. But if I got my voice to sound decent, like not nasally and tinny, then you were hearing all of the pops.
Yeah. Well, that's the big deal, or the big problem. Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with your sound card too. That's you're just using an onboard sound card, right? You weren't using the little thing that we use, right? Or were you?
Yeah, but I don't think that has a lot to do with it. I think it's just
you'd be surprised. Because I mean, what am I doing differently than you were? I mean,
Yeah, maybe it's just the way your face is shaped or something. I don't know.
Maybe I got a face for radio.
Different people have different interactions with different microphones,
Yep, I guess so. But yeah, just I don't know how you've done this for this many years without being able to hear your voice. Like I said, I did it the first couple of years, 2-3 years, and then I figured out a way to do it where I could actually hear myself. I guess it wasn't until I got this sound card that I have now that I was able to do it where I can hear myself like live. And I had to fuck with it too, because it was like
you get used to it, but it's like
I remember
it's kind of like being underwater and trying to talk or something.
Yeah. Well, and I remember listening back to shows back in the day and going like, "Oh, I sounded a lot better than I thought I did." You know what I mean? Like like uh-oh. Something some dystopian 70s future movie is happening. 70s dystopian movies. Peter Lilly is here, everybody. Peter Lilly, welcome. And the weird robot from the 70s dystopian sci-fi movie just died.
There was some show that I remember watching in school, in like elementary school, and at the time it was kind of old. It was probably from the late 70s or maybe early 80s, I don't know. But
right.
And it was probably Canadian, like a lot of that stuff was. It was like a PBS.
Well, it was either
PBS would show like an educational, quote unquote.
Yeah, from
show, but it was like I think I remember. It was like a sci-fi show and I don't remember what was educational about it, but it had a lot of like somebody's old keyboard.
Somebody's old Moog.
There was a lot of there was a lot of like two notes over and over.
That's kind of funny. I wish I could hear that now.
It was kind of like Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Oh, yes.
A real...
So good. Dark Place.
Thing.
Dark place, dark place, dark place, dark place.
But at the same time, I remember like kind of liking it.
Yeah.
Like it probably had decent writing. And I don't remember... It might have been the show... There was a show that they ended up doing like a spin-off where they like renamed it.
Okay.
And I don't remember what the original show was, but the one that I do remember was Planet Pylon.
Oh, Jesus. I remember those shows.
Me talking about that?
Planet Pylon was the spin-off of Planet Reed Star, right?
Okay, Destination Reed
Destination Reed Star.
See, I don't know if that was the show I'm thinking
Educational
of, or
programs.
if it was a different show.
The Destination Reed Star was super ridiculous, and it had a lady on there. I think that was... See, we had... Some of the educational shows were Canadian, and other ones were just from, like, the Deep South or some shit. Like, from Tennessee or, you know, Kentucky or you know, Georgia. I don't know. I'm not... I'm only saying that because, like, the kids on there would be like, today I talk like this. You know, like... And even as Okie kids, I mean... We were like, wow, goddamn, that's a southern drawl there. You know, when you live in, I guess, is what is considered to be the South, and you hear a lot of, you know, accents, southern.
You hear a lot of dumb people say a lot of dumb things.
And then you go watch a TV show and go, holy shit, you know, where are these people from? Yeah. That tells you something. They were heavy accents. I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought the Destination Reed Star was like a... I thought it was like maybe a southern one, but I may be getting confused. I'm going to look that up here, see if there's anything on YouTube. But go ahead.
And there was, of course, Read All About It, which had the computer, scary woman's voice.
Yes.
It was like a computer that talked. It was kind of like a robot, but it was like a giant computer.
Yeah, there's like... Absolutely, it's, you know, these days on YouTube, it's rare when you can look up something that there's absolutely no record of.
It's a rare condition, herpes simplex 5.
It's herpes simplex 5. Holy shit!
Makes your genitals turn blue, and all of that jive.
So there is absolutely no
some
record.
Conditioner on it.
It makes me wonder if like there's just, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm starting to think you might be urinating on my leg and telling me it's raining.
Calling it a Sunday. No. Yeah, there's like... I'm Googling Destination Reed Star, and there's just like nothing. And then like Planet Pylon, that was... within the Destination Reed Star show, there would be a little sub-cartoon or something. And it was like puppets, right? It was like...
I don't even remember.
It was puppets. And they were like really fucking weird, shitty puppets.
There was some fat guy with a mustache, not a puppet, like a real actor.
But he looked like a puppet. He could definitely be a puppet.
With a mustache. He might not have been that fat. I don't. That's just my vague memory from being a kid.
Well, he was fat for the 80s. He was like 170 pounds, you know. Go ahead.
It was deeper. It was like... Do you hear that?
Sort of. I think your heater in the background's kind of canceling things out. Yeah, it's a little loud.
It was kind of like that song from Wardner that Kira was playing that signifies the fat guy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, I happen to have it on my phone.
I mean, I could probably look it up here. What's which game is it, or which?
Here, I'm gonna play it into the microphone.
Okay. This is gonna be really good.
Yeah. Of course, you.
It's signifying that a fat guy is coming. Like what?
It's kind of like the Stewie playing the tuba.
Dude. Let's see. I've got the Wardner soundtrack up here.
Now, do you see track number 3? Kuju Ato. That's the song.
Okay, so this one right here.
Yes. So Percy did a call.
Okay.
He called a Whataburger and said that every time he started eating the burger, he started hearing this music, and that was. I think the call is titled "I Have a Job," because that's what the lady was.
Did
like.
he?
I don't have time for this. I have
a job. Was he playing the music, or were you?
Kiro was playing it. And
So
I
funny.
did a little.
It's a fat guy song, isn't it?
Kira had it slowed down.
This is gonna be like the fat guy voice that I do. This is gonna be his theme.
Hi there. Oh, can you tell me what comes on that burger? Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh, that reminds me. So you were talking about what we don't do with the money from our donations. Now, something I did do today, but I didn't use Pran Funkels' money to do it. I did eat some shoestring potatoes.
Oh, he fell off the shoestring potato wagon, folks.
I did. Well, we went to Freddy's.
Okay, yeah.
Have you had their fries? They're basically shoestring French fries.
Yeah, the little tiny fries. Yes. And I at least the one here that I went to a handful of times, mostly for the ice cream, for the frozen custard. The burgers were disgusting. Like,
I have heard that from someone else.
Yeah.
That
like the frozen custard is
us.
good. Everything else is shit. It's just awful.
Well, the one here has actually been pretty good.
Okay.
And I think I've only had it twice now, but so far it's been pretty good.
Okay. Good stuff.
Anyway, yeah, I thought about the shoestring potato budget.
Yeah.
When I was eating, and the fries, they're really thin. I mean, they're shoestring fries.
What they call shoestring, yeah, which they're just real thin. And there's like a lot of they're thin and very greasy.
They're pretty good. The only issue with them is it feels like work. If you're trying to dip them in ketchup, it's
you're not getting much not much
so
area.
Thin that the ketchup doesn't stick to them.
Yeah,
or maybe it's because they're greasy.
Well, and there's just not much area to cover there.
Yeah, so you pick up like 5 or 6 of them and you dip them in the ketchup, and it still kind of falls off of them.
It's
a lot of work, but at the same time it's like way too much because it's the same fry container and size as any other place, but because of the volume, because of how small they are, like a ton of potato fits into that container.
Get a whole bunch of them.
Get free pizza.
On that same token, I hate like big fat ass fries that you bite into and they're all mealy and potatoey inside. So best fast. I don't like them too thin. Don't like them too thick. The fries,
what do you think about
as you Brits call them, chips.
As Percy, you would call them.
As Percy, we haven't talked to Percy in a long time.
That's funny because he called. I don't know what the number was. It was like a total random occurrence that it was like a Three's Company type misunderstanding. But he called some lady about fishing,
Yes.
And
No,
and
it was
to
it was
him- and
he was on a, he
fishing
was
to
on a
him-
he was on a line. He was on like a
chat line.
A chat line, yes, and this woman
Yeah.
like
So
left
he
him a
happened
message
to-
back. He had a message saying something about how he liked to go fishing or something. And the lady was
And to
like,
him, that is going to places that have fish and chips.
Right, yeah.
And this lady was probably in the South or somewhere.
I think if I remember right, it was somewhere up north, but she was just like a complete
Okay.
bitch
Well,
to him.
even
She listened to the thing and was like,
probably in Fargo or something.
He's like, yeah, you motherfucker, I heard you last week. You like to go fishing, and you've never fished in your fucking life.
and just, yeah, it was something like that.
Oh, golly. Oh, golly, you're a real piece of work. That's a whole load of malarkey there, mister.
Anyway, that's not a northern thing. I don't know what I'm talking about here. But I could be wrong.
Anyway.
It might not have been northern, Midwestern or northern or whatever, but it seems like there was something like that. But yeah, she like responded to his... It was when he took over. It was one of the nights he took over the show by himself, and then like he was just like farting around on this chat line, and like he was just talking about how like, wow, this is not really going anywhere. And then he got that message and was just like, that was the payoff for the whole night right there. That angry
he talked
message.
to her at some point.
He talked to somebody, but I don't think he talked to her.
No, I think he talked to her after that message. Anyway, we should get to some calls.
Yeah, let's get to some calls. Folks, thanks for tuning in. We're going to get to the calls, we promise. We got, of course, Peter Lalise here. And so, yeah, I was going to say, best fast food fries. I'm going to say either Whataburger or Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Wendy's pretty goddamn good.
That hurts.
Ow! And if you're just looking for something real greasy and nasty fast food, get those Arby's curly fries, would you?
Yeah, that's got to be the least healthy fry.
Yeah. I don't know what they do to those fries, but man, it ain't good.
I still eat them every once
Yes,
in a while.
I do too. There's, like that episode of
still
Beavis and
belong.
Butthead. Do you remember Beavis and Butthead where I think they're deep frying worms or something, and people.
How to eat fried worms.
By Judy Bloom.
And Judy Tenuta.
No, I don't think that was a collaborative effort between those two.
Fuck you. 16-bit graphics. 16-bit graphics. Oh dear. Oh dear. I will never forget my years in the theater. Performing Summer Stock in Cleveland.
I used summer stock to make soup. I poured summer stock into the pot and I boiled with some carrots and some celery, some potatoes.
Sounds delicious. Next, when Rex gets on his radio.
And I poured some Wendy's chili into it, too. Sometimes I just pour some Wendy's chili directly into my lap. Steaming hot. It lets me know I'm alive.
Tigger.
What's that? What about Tigger?
It makes me sound like Tigger.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
All right, let's do some calls. How about we do some calls? You guys want to do some calls? Let's do some calls. Gary Busey Burger King says, I can put away some Arby's. It's so expensive but delicious. Yeah, folks, there, what is the deal with Arby's? Why is Arby's so goddamn expensive? Like, seriously, if I were to buy Arby's for my family, just for the family, myself and the family, it'd be about as much as if I went to like an actual, not a high, like really high dollar, obviously restaurant, like to sit down and eat, but like an interurban or a place.
Well, they don't know what that is.
Yeah, nobody. Interurban's kind of localish here, but interurban, or like I don't know, like a fucking Bennigan's. Did Bennigan's exist anymore? I don't know. I don't
Probably
know.
somewhere.
I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm saying is you could go sit down and eat in a place where you're waited on and shit for about as much as you could eat at Arby's. Were you going to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, I was. I have to say that about 12 or 13 years ago, one thing that I have to say in Arby's' defense,
okay,
their prices are about the same. So other places have almost caught up to them. I say that because I almost always get the same thing if I go to Arby's.
Yeah, I always get
for
the
lunch.
Yeah.
And it has remained basically the same price for the last like 12 or 13 years.
Yeah, I don't ever get fancy with my Arby's. I haven't eaten Arby's and I don't think I've eaten Arby's since the pandemic started. I'll be honest, because it was a thing that I used to go.
I definitely have.
And I'm not like saying you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You ate at an Arby's during the pandemic. No, it's like because it's a fast food place that's somewhat near where I work. So before the pandemic, I would go and just every once in a while.
I'm in a state where people wear masks who work at fast food places.
I haven't been into a fast food place since the pandemic started. I haven't walked into a fast food place.
Well, I'm just talking drive-throughs.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I think fast food wise, like fast food, I think I've gotten Whataburger from a drive-through. That's about it. Oh wait, Whataburger and Del Taco. There you go.
I got Whataburger on my way out of Oklahoma when I was there not too long ago because I hadn't had it in
a long time.
A long time.
Yeah. I'm super pissed off. Not really, but I'm disappointed in Whataburger because when they got bought out by whatever that non-Texas
Arby's.
Yeah, by Arby's.
Buffalo.
we're doing a giant commercial for these fucking
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes, yeah, the company that owns all of those now. They just decided to cut like my favorite fucking burger, and that is the Monterey Melt. It's just gone. Like one day
Monterey Melt.
Yes, Moja's too.
Moja.
He likes to just say it a lot. But yeah,
Melt.
like peppers and onions, like onions
peppers and onions.
Yeah. Go ahead. Peppers and onions in a spicy sauce. And Monterey Jack cheese, and it was fucking amazing. And I got it like every time. It was one of those sandwiches that you just go like, this makes it really hard to want to get anything else from this place because it's just so good. And then they just were like, nah, we don't do that anymore. Like as soon as they got bought out by.
Now, are you trying? Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that a merger / buyout
resulted
occurred.
in in
an announcement was made declaring this is a great day in American history.
Yeah.
This brand will only be improved. And then,
contrary to what they said,
it was not a good situation.
This played. That's not the song I was supposed to play, but you know, it was supposed to be this one.
I'm gonna go to Whataburger and get a burger. It's real greasy. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna peel it back and look at all the cheese and grease, and I'm gonna wring it out into my mouth. I might wring it out into a cup too and put some ice in it and drink it with a straw. It's delicious. Just drink the oil off the cheese and grease.
I got a paper towel and I let it soak up all that oil and then I just chewed it up.
I held the napkin over my face and wringed it out, and the grease falls in my face.
All right. Anyway, Pran Funkels fast food talk. So yeah, there you go. Taco Daboski says Carl's Jr. is, yeah, it's the same way. It's overpriced. Yep, Carl's Jr. was another one of those places that there's not a lot of them here in this city where I live, here in Oklahoma City, and but there was one I could get to, or I would get over to every great once in a while. And,
there's none here because they're Hardee's.
There are Hardee's, still. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Every time I think of Hardee's, I think of Hardee's hot ham and cheese. You can't get that at a Carl's Jr., I don't think.
Got the voice of the Carl's Jr. star there, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Norman MacDonald. All right, let's. Should we get to some calls? For real this time?
Real this time.
Since we've been on for like
an hour 20.
About an hour 6, I think. About an hour 5, hour 6.
Grade 8.
Hey, I'm just in grade 8 here. I didn't understand. I didn't understand the process. I was in grade 8 at the time.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Please try your cardigan later. Try to put that cardigan on later when you're less fat. And the buttons aren't popping off of it. Okay. That was the first one on the list there?
Yes.
Why that doesn't...
That was a number that called our number and left no message.
And obviously gets a lot of callbacks and messages. Got a full box sitting there.
All right, coming up next we have Jerky Jeff.
Oh, Jerky Jeff.
And this is a guy that we heard in the intro tonight. This is the guy who told the hippie, don't call this number no more.
Oh, that guy, yes.
So
didn't he ask him if he was drinking or something? Or was that another call we made to him?
I think that was a different...
Like
no, that was a different guy. That was the...
You drunk?
Not the trucking dick face, but... one of those type characters. Anyway, let's make this...
How do we know his name is Jeff? Is it really Jeff?
I'm guessing Kira knows.
Procured that information. Soundboard, or are you going to talk to him?
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Who is this?
Robert with Honeywell Security.
Security.
No, it's I'm hearing kind of a dither of the said persuasion in your background. Did you call me a moment ago?
Are they driving around somewhere?
I guess. That sounded very interesting. Let's give him a call back. That's the guy that told Grandpa he sucks dick, I think. Also.
Hello?
Yes, is this Gladys?
Who are you calling for? I can't understand a word you're saying.
Can you hear me okay? Am I quiet?
I can now.
I'm sorry about that, ma'am. All in all, I was just calling about the family sensitive news burger.
Hang up on that motherfucker, please.
Hang on up on that motherfucker.
I think they're in a Whataburger drive-through.
Jesus. Yeah, what is going on? Are they driving around in a car, or are they like fucking on the washer while it's running? What's happening?
I think a robot is
Robots
fucking a leprechaun.
in the background. Hang up on that motherfucker. Like he's listening in like the henpecking wife normally is.
All right, let's get a call.
It's kind of a role reversal. Just
Your
be like,
call has been forwarded to automated voice messaging system.
Wimberly.
Jeff Bailey or Amber.
Yeah.
Oh, Amber.
Oh
You
boy.
even recorded the man's voicemail greeting.
I know, boy.
For him.
She's really wearing the pants in this family.
And there's never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna say something off color.
It's up to you. Do you want to do Wimberly or no? You could say, "Oh, I was just we need to repossess that robot that's having sex with the leprechaun in your back. We heard that there's something. We need to service that robot.
Maybe we should.
I don't know. Just move on. I don't know.
I kind of want to. We're trying to. What do you call it when you?
Keep them going.
Yeah, when you're gardening and you want to,
cultivate a good victim.
Yes, cultivate
a good victim. Yeah. So you don't want to just. You just want to give them.
We don't want to turn all the cards over.
Yep. So.
What does my line consist of that I'm snorting?
Nah. We're bringing in the lab experts. What do you say, lab experts?
What does my line consist of? Whose line am I snorting anyway?
Well, you know.
What's my shoe size?
What's my shoe size?
All right. Yeah, size 16. Yep. All right. What do we got next? What do we got up next? On Pran Funkels.
Coming up next, we got.
Coming up next.
Dodge Parts.
Say it again.
This
Sorry.
is a Dodge Parts enthusiast.
Oh, okay. This is not the original guy though that everybody knows. This is just somebody, or is it the original guy? Dodge Ports.
He's not the original guy, but he is from back in the day.
Okay. So he's some guy we caught a long time ago.
Now, do you want to talk to him about?
Oh, I can't. I don't. About Dodge Parts, I can't really do that. I think soundboard. If you got one.
Greenheart Realty. Please leave a message. I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Sounds like it's going right to voicemail.
Well, I should probably pull up some soundboards if we're doing that.
Yeah, if you want to. Well, you're probably just going to get a soundboard on this. Not soundboard, a voicemail on this guy, but if you call back. But yeah, you might want to get a soundboard ready to go there.
By the way,
Yeah, I was going to ask Mike. I was going to say, I'm your host, Patrick, and Cody's here dialing and making some calls.
Welcome to Pran Funkels.
Welcome to Pran Funkels, an hour and a half after we started. But no. I was going to ask you if Mike was going to join us tonight.
He was going to try, but he's not feeling great.
Okay.
So
I hope he's not sick or something. I hope he's not got COVID.
No, I don't think it's that.
Okay.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, it affects everyone differently. So, hope he's doing okay. Hope he gets better. All right.
How was the call quality?
Oh, well, I don't know. Taco Naboski is requesting aggressively bisexual Hector.
I'm not gay, Hector. I mean, maybe you could change my mind. I don't know, but As of right now.
Why change your mind? You know you're gonna be mine.
You
know
could-
you're gonna be mine.
It'd be funny to, it'd be funny to, if, in that call, if he had said, suck my brown dick. You know what a brown dick is? Yeah. All right. Oh, Hector and his brown dick. What you
Let's
gonna
call
do?
another number.
All right.
This is a home. Hello? Seller?
Error. Invalid user ID.
Invalid user ID. I think we called this.
As soon as I heard error, I
You know, I was going to say invalid.
I just tried to be quiet because I wanted a good recording of that. Invalid.
What user ID we're calling on a phone? Like,
There was an error. Do you remember that? There was an error in your dialing procedure.
there's an error in your dialing procedure.
I think that was the exact same voice.
Oh, is it? Where was that from? Was that something we
I don't
dialed
remember.
20 years ago or something?
Oh, more than that.
There is an error in your dialing procedure.
Yeah, it was like that same voice, I'm pretty sure.
Invalid ID. So, like, the phone is one of the last pieces of technology. Like, I guess it's not really a digital piece of technology, but that you don't have, you can just pick up and press a series of numbers and you're connecting with somebody. So what is this about a user ID? Like,
I don't know.
Why is it telling you that that you dialing a number is somehow your user ID is invalid? Like you're trying to log into a fucking website, Okay, well, show us the picture of the stoplights and we'll click those to show you that we're not a robot phone, Yes, I agree with that. Those ominous tones that are coming out there. Okay. That'd be funny just to kind of do that right in the middle of a call. Just. All right.
Did you like my song?
I loved that a
play
lot.
A song for a lady on the next call.
That'd be funny. Grandpa's. It's
That
one of the things he.
Your tanker.
It's courting. Yes, he's courting a young lady by playing a jaunty little tune.
Can you hear that?
What's that?
The Pran Funkels frog.
No. Oh, just barely. Yeah. Yep.
It's probably coming through my headphones into the microphone.
Yeah, it's.
When you come into my microphone, you're gonna get really mean.
So, folks, Cody is now speaking on his new fancified microphone, and boy, does it sound super swell! Don't you agree? That's what your donations do. They make it where we can upgrade our equipment.
It's like, how much do I have to pay to get him to shut the fuck up?
Pay me about $500,000 and I'll go away. Okay, so Dina King says my mother-in-law's in the hospital with COVID. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Sorry about that. Hope she gets better. All right.
Well, sir,
everybody
don't like it.
Well, sir, I didn't like it. Everybody, when you get the chance, go get a vaccination. And let's just hope that these variants that are popping up don't get to a point where they can, where they start.
Well, they're popping up as much as 800 numbers pop up on the screen.
Well, they're popping up like those stoppers that Susan keeps getting.
That too.
On Scrabble.
Yep.
It's Chuck Woolery. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that the the vaccines will keep working as they should. All right, what do we got?
The theme to Scrabble with Chuck Woolery. There's something very punk about that song. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Well, allow me to explain. Can you pull that up? It's like just like mainly just the percussion of it.
The percussion. It's
It's
new
just like
wave. You would call that new wave. I don't know if you'd call that punk.
I would say it's punk. Considering the time that it
Punk
came
is
out
just
in,
like
it's
would just be like a guy smashing around on a drum kit, though, right? Let's see.
It's synthesizer punk.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
It's kind of, well, it's just crazy that that's the theme to a game.
It's very new wave.
I picture a robot that's like trying not to burn.
I'm a fan of that portamento. Scrabble. Scrabble. A Scrabble. A Scrabble. Scrabble. All right, let's have it. Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Oh yeah. Ooh, back to the main. Come on now. Yeah, there we go.
My keyboard can't cut off your
No, it's
audio.
Let's dial it back in, folks. Let's get back to
Ebola.
Ebola. Ebola. Speaking of diseases, Ebola. Okay, so yeah, but what's it's more. I wouldn't call it punk. I'd call it maybe new wave. A very. It's like new wave in the way that like Devo was new wave. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's not like new wave like pop new wave, but yeah. So there you go. I think we've examined that enough, I think. And by the way, this is like a 3-minute theme here, so it's still going.
And the company that made that song?
Is it Score Productions?
Yeah, yes.
It's got to be,
I
right?
believe so. The same company that made the new Leave It to Beaver theme.
At least the first season, but
well, they also did the hit song from Kippinolly.
Kippinolly.
Garage Band.
Chuck, Woolery.
Now, is that an actual bass guitar, or is that... Because I was going to say the only real instrument in the song is a trumpet. Listen to all these Yamaha percussion noises we can do. That was the
all right
12-inch dance version. And by 12-inch dance remix, I mean 12 full inches.
That means 12 inches between all three of us 34 guys. All four of us 34 guys. Anyway. All right. I don't want to disparage anybody who has a 4-inch dick.
3 4s makes a 12.
Or 4 3s. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was the TV 43 guy.
Yeah, he
before I
was.
the TV 34
He
guy.
was. He was there for a little bit. BB Taco Naboski says racist woodworker, and BB said also the racist woodpecker. Racist woodpecker from Splice.
Okay. All right, should we move on?
Take heed, bitch. Yes, yeah, and I'm gonna step away for a second here. Go ahead and get you another call going here on Pran Funkels live.
All right, this is a individual that Patrick would like to hear this call, probably. It's a number that he submitted. I'm not gonna... I probably shouldn't read the description, but let's make that call. Hello.
The message, and we will get back to you during our next available office hours. Thank you and have a nice.
Well, let's try him again. Got some slow-moving dialing windows. I may have to exit out and reopen them. Scrabble, Woolery, Scrabble, E-Wooler. I'm dialing a number.
If you have reached us outside of these hours, please leave us a message and we will get back to you during our next available office hours. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello? Okay, well that was interesting. I've never seen that before. I had it was like a pop-up, and it said, "We're sorry, we can't connect your call." Even though obviously it connected and we were leaving a message. I think I need to exit out and reopen the dialing windows, folks. I'm doing that right now. Madness, 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 madness. All right. I'm going to try the next number in the list. This is Sue, the housewarming gift lady. Possibly for Tom Saltermeyer, if we can leave a message.
The mailbox belonging to...
Hi, you reached Sue. If you
Hey,
can a message with the return phone number as well as the
a return phone number? What's that?
I will return your phone call as soon as possible.
Am I leaving a message?
If you can return it, we'll return.
She
Next time you hit
She just
return.
learned a new word, return.
That was Sue, the housewarming gift lady.
That won't
and
fucking leave you guys alone. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
or leave us
voicemail
alone.
is still full.
That's gotta be a scam. There's no way that's some legit fucking thing. Welcome to the neighborhood bullshit.
All right, this next number.
What number are we on the list there?
7.
Okay, we got a lot of ground to cover, folks.
This is an insurance company that called our Goose Pimple Junction number and didn't leave a message. When we called back, a lady answered asking if she was speaking to a certain name that I will not say on the air here.
Okay.
On the radio. Are we on AM or FM, Dick?
I think we finally moved over to FM a few years ago.
Oh, well, that's too bad because I hear AM is the hip new
It's
frequency to be on.
94.7. I believe that's FM. I believe that's.
The frequency modulation.
I believe so. Look at the morning.
Classic rock all day. Let's call this Dubber. You want to call this Dubber?
So, where was Goose Pimple Junction? Was that how long ago was that? We had that number. Do you have any idea?
Goose pimples, honey.
My prize roses have goose pimples on them from that damn goose.
My vagina has some goose pimples. Okay.
Oh, Mrs. Suds up.
You're really starting to make me sud up.
You're
There's
getting
some suds coming out of my prize rose, honey.
You're getting kind of foamy down there, Mrs. Suds up.
I'm starting to suds up.
That's
probably because I masturbated with the dish soap bottle over there.
It's not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Would you like some homemade cake, honey?
Yep. I'll take some homemade cake, please.
I think there should be more Miss Suds Up prank calls on the show.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
make a call.
All right. Well, who's this? Okay, this is Goose Pimple Junction guy or woman who called back and asked for somebody you can't say on the thing.
Hello.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you for what?
I don't know.
What did it say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
Call back
call
and
back.
see what it says. We'll be quiet this time. We promise. Hello?
Dr. Pimple Popper, is that you?
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I don't know if it's my computer that's the problem.
Whatever that was you called a minute ago, that was a message that said something and then thank you, and we couldn't hear it. Peter Lilly says Mrs. Suds Up has got me worked into a lather.
Well, I hope it's not a Fempkin lather.
Speaking of foam, this beer I'm drinking, there's a lot of foam coming out of it here.
Alright, do you want to talk to this guy? I need to step away for a second.
Well, who the fuck are we calling back?
That's
Same number?
Well, we're calling Adrian.
Who's Adrian? Who's Adrian?
I don't know. It's in this list.
Just says Adrian number 2.
Ugh.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think it's dialing.
I don't think it is.
Oh, there it is.
Please leave your message for 625.
Hello?
Nothing has been recorded.
Oh,
Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done.
Okay.
Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Hi, this is Frank Funkels, and I think that
Nothing has been recorded.
Okay, I don't think he
Record
can
your
hear me.
message after the tone.
I don't think he can hear
Simply
me.
hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
I don't think they're gonna hear me. Hello?
Thank you for calling.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I don't think Cody's audio is set up as. I don't think his dialer is set up to where you can hear where the people he's dialing can hear me. So he'll need to change that once he gets back. Yeah, maybe he's listening in right now. I don't know. But something's going on there, folks. Because I was trying to leave a message. I have no control of that dialer there, so. All right. Folks, we want to thank you for listening. Cody will be back here in just a second to dial us on up another number here. Take a look at the chat here. Peter Lee says, well, he said that Mrs. Suds Up is...
Jesse, do plant us with your seed.
Oh, Jesse. Jesse.
do plant us. Plant us and fertilize us with your seed. Are you back? Oh, no, you're not back. That's why you sounded kind of tinny. Yeah, BB says that voicemail system's fucked, but I think it's just that he couldn't, it obviously couldn't hear me talking, so Cody probably needs to set his dialer to the appropriate, the microphone setting needs to be set to where it can pick me up as well. That happens sometimes.
Okay, so we were calling that guy earlier, and he definitely heard me, or his wife heard me.
Oh, this is the number we called earlier?
No, I'm just saying they can hear me.
Well, they can hear you. It's because it's set to your microphone. The microphone in your dialer is set to your microphone and not your entire audio mix. Not your entire audio mix. That's what's going on. I've had this happen before too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like auto detected or something.
Yeah. So.
Because my new microphone is plugged into the computer.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to change it now, and it's...
Change it to whatever you normally set it to for your entire audio mix.
It's acting... I keep getting some error message.
Well, we can listen to this while we're waiting.
I'm ready for my burger.
I want to hear the Percy call now.
So,
yes.
Yeah, the call settings, it should be hearing you.
Really? Okay. We could do a testicall.
Yeah.
If you want. Call my phone if you want. If it decides to ring through phone service is shit. But we can give it a try, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, Pran Funkels.
I'm going to exit out of the keyboard situation just in case it's slowing down my computer because I'm having some slowdown issues.
It might be. Folks,
I'm trying to dial your number.
Okay.
Get ready.
Yeah, you may have to hang up on it if it's not actually dialing through, if it's not ringing through.
Hang on, it's farting around.
All right. Well, I can take this time to say, hey, folks. Oh no, there it goes. It's not It's not coming through at all. Well, no. Okay, I see.
Zero.
Hang up on that. That's funny. I have a missed call like from right now.
Clicked it a long time ago. What did it say?
I don't know.
Alright, so we heard 2 digits of it, I think.
If you know. Spoiler alert, I live in the 405 area code. Is that all you heard?
I think so.
So I'm going to restart my phone because...
Oh, boy.
There are times when I'm not receiving calls from people, and that was going on tonight. Like, I had someone say, I've been trying to call you, and I was like, man, my phone has never fucking rang. And just now, when I'm sitting here, I was looking at my call logs, and it said I had a missed call, and from our number that we're dialing out of. So, okay, I've restarted my phone, and I'll tell you when to...
Yeah, renege on my leg and tell me it's running.
All right, go ahead and... or I can dial in if you want.
Yeah, we could test that.
Yeah, you want me to dial in, or you want to call me? It's up to you.
You dial in.
Okay, dialing in right now. Dialing in. There we go.
Hello? Can you hear me on your cell phone? Hello? Patrick?
That's not coming through on the show at all, which means, yeah, that's an audio thing. Yeah, hello?
It's just really slow.
Okay.
There's an Atari game being played.
Yeah, there's something in your audio
Maybe
settings.
you should dial.
Oh, it just echoed back through my phone. It's really fucking slow.
That's probably my phone doing that.
I mean, it's like about 2 seconds after I say something. So. Okay, well, I'm going to hang up now.
But you can hear when you talk. You're hearing it on your cell phone.
Let me see. Yes, I am now. I wasn't a minute ago.
But you can hear when you talk. You're hearing it on your cell phone.
Let me see. Yes, You're hearing this live.
You're hearing this live.
Off my phone.
Yes, on my phone.
You're hearing this.
That's your phone?
Yes, that's how far behind
that's how
everything
far
is. So I'm hanging up right now. There we go.
All right.
Anyway, so I think it's coming through now. It wasn't before. Did you make any changes or anything?
No.
I think it's just really slow, like you said, and that's another thing we will use money to update is probably your computer next, right?
Yeah. I've been planning on trying to just upgrade to a newer operating system, which this computer is old and it's risky because
but
I guess I don't have too much to lose.
Well, the Macs, they come out with a new operating system every year or so. Okay, let's how about we this next call we try to do a soundboard or something.
Yeah, I need to open some.
If you can do that.
I'm going to have to force quit the particular browser that I was dialing from. It would not exit out.
While you're doing that, we'll listen to a little bit of Scrabble. 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 Scrabble's what we're watching. Scrabble. Scrabble. So Scrabble. 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 Woolery. Scrabble. E-whirler. Scrabble's what we're playing. I wonder if there are lyrics to this. Woolery, E-wooler, woolery, E-wooler. I like how the Scrabble. It's like we don't need a guitar. We can just do this on a synthesizer. Totally on a synthesizer. I like how it's like the word Scrabble and then behind the words is like this pink mist. It's very 80s. Behind the little Scrabble pieces and the logo.
That pink mist is the remains of a human who was just vaporized.
Susan was just vaporized after getting a stopper.
Susan got one too many
stoppers. Oh no, Susan, you got a stopper.
Now you're gonna become pink mist.
You turn into a pink mist and end up on the Love Connection, where modern technology meets romance, or where technology meets modern day romance.
Where modern day horny nerd men use a computer.
Modern day creeps. Modern day creeps with strange glasses and mustaches.
Masturbate.
Try to woo women
staring
with
at a CRT.
giant weird hairstyles.
RG
Like Jessica
monitor.
Hahn.
A super VGA monitor capable of all 3 pubic hair colors.
If only Mike were here, he would have sampled that, and we would get to hear it for the remainder of the years that the show is on.
Well, that's where I'm going to have to ask you to look over there, and there's a camera there, and there's a camera there.
There's a camera
Mike
there.
has been on the whole time and is recording you. Okay. This is the part where Dennis the Menace is trying to punch his way out of a paper bag.
And it just ends. Like, that's
They
it.
just kept punching my stomach. And it was playing this Warner song. Alright, let's make a call. You ready?
Yeah, let's make a call.
Alright, let's try.
Oh, yeah. How about a soundboard? We haven't had a soundboard.
Yeah, I need to pull one up. Lead Patterson.
6196.
No.
Is that the number that got let out earlier?
Well, I muted. So I don't know if it might have been. I think it was probably heard to the feed, but not on the recording. I don't know. I'll have to check that, but it's okay. It's whatever. These are all businesses we call anyway, so these numbers are posted publicly, but we still don't, just to be courteous, we don't.
Well, here's another number that called our Goose Pimple Junction, honey.
Goose Pimple Junction, what state was that in?
I'm not sure if it's Rhode Island, but it might be.
Goose Pimple Junction, USA.
You've got toilet drops, and I'm going to drink Fruitopia and eat roasted potatoes.
You should talk to somebody like that. Such a
Para español, oprima la estrella. For emergency road service, press 1.
Oh, no.
For previously reported vehicle claims, press 1. For previously reported damage or loss to your home, business or personal property, 2. To report a new vehicle claim, 3. To report a new claim for damage or loss to your home, business or personal property.
Damage. She talks like Randy. Rindy.
It usually takes 15 to 20 minutes to file your claim on the phone with an associate. We value your time.
No shit.
Filing a new claim online at statefarm.com or using the State Farm mobile app can be faster than a phone call. We can text you a link to get started.
But I
right
want my
away.
wife to catch me talking to y'all. It'd be real funny,
Automated
like on that commercial,
State Farm provides for you.
You'll be staying
Additional
as Jake
messaging
from
charges
State
cellular
Farm, and she'll be going like, Jake from State Farm, what you wearing? He'll be like, I'm wearing khaki pants.
Not to mention, you might get tennis elbow from sitting on your
This
cell
call
phone.
may be recorded, and the information may
Here's
be
10 other reasons we'd
including
love for you
service,
not to try to
quality
call
assurance,
us.
training, and record keeping.
Potential masturbation, too.
So much for calling. Thank you so much for calling State Farm Claims. This is Ricard speaking. How can I help?
The Gilderman's guy at Rabington.
Okay, boy, that didn't take much, huh? I think we got pranked. Yeah, well,
you heard me say masturbating.
Yeah, because he stopped and then he restarted his spiel. Well, but then you got to figure they're running their commercials, just ad nauseum, nonstop, fucking, sorry, I'm being redundant here, but yeah, so like they're probably getting prank called a lot too. And at night, when calls come in like this, they're probably like, yeah, there's about an 80% chance it's a prank. So I don't know. But then again, that one guy at the extermination place said he couldn't believe that people still did this, that people still called other people, and to have a laugh because it's so unbelievable. Because we've.
Are you having a laugh?
I like to try to I like to believe that we've developed as a society, and we are beyond this whole prank call
I think we got
thing.
past the point of laughing.
Yes, we don't.
And other immature activities.
Yes, like calling someone on the phone and saying weird things to them to see how they react.
I mean,
can you imagine?
It's 2021, is it not?
Can you imagine a
It is the
world
year
where
that it is.
people find that in some way entertaining?
I can't.
I can't.
Then again, I'm just constantly surprised.
I'm constantly surprised. I opened my refrigerator the other day. Yeah, some cheese and some salami in there. I was shocked by that. Quite
That's
frankly.
better than my fridge. It's just got some broccoli.
All right. So
Let's make a Pran Funkels.
Pran Funkels making a statement. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Seriously, we're having a hard time. You could call them back if you want. I don't know if you want, but
Let's call AU Mirror Capital.
BB says at least Susan wasn't sexually assaulted by TV's Richard Dawson. Oh, assaulted live on TV. On live TV, by the way.
She was verbally. Hello?
To speak to a representative, please press 1.
Press that button.
Thank you for calling Lear Capital. Your call will be recorded for call quality, training purposes.
That's a no-go.
On Lear Capital's After Hours Center. My name is Ashley. Please note this call will be recorded for quality and training purposes. Can I have your name, please?
Robert.
And your last name?
Picardo.
What is it?
Picardo. Picardo.
Okay, do you have an email address?
It's gayklingons at netscape.org.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Gayklingons at netscape.org. Would you like
Okay,
it
can you spell
spelled?
that out? Because I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm sorry.
GAYKLINGONS at netscape.org. It's Mr. Fakuto's.
And do you have a physical address we can send information to?
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, what's that?
It's 423 Wendelin. Thank you very much.
423 what?
Wendelin.
Can you spell that?
WANDERLANE. Balloons, absolutely.
I'm sorry, what's the city, state, and zip code?
It's box 2. It's not my mom's.
Okay, what's the city, state, and zip code?
Are you a fan of STD&G?
What is your city, state, and zip code?
Goose Pimple Junction, Rhode Island. 73332.
Seven three 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 two.
Yes.
Okay, so that's an invalid zip code.
I beg your pardon?
Says that's an invalid zip code.
I take offense to that.
Is that your zip code?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, it's not a valid zip code. Are you sure? 73332 is your zip code?
I'm absolutely sure.
All right, what about a telephone number they can call you back on?
Brent Spider can vouch for me. I can have him phone you.
Okay, you have a good day.
Would you like a leprechaun to slap you?
Sorry about that. I was trying to get that zip code in there for Goose Pimple. And I just got it in there. I had to look it up.
What state is it in?
I think it might be Rhode. I don't know. It's the zip is 24. It's Goose Pimple Junction is in. That's so weird because I'm like, Washington.
Goose
Oh no.
Pimples,
No, it's Virginia. It's Virginia.
Okay.
Washington County, Virginia. Oh man. Well, bitch. Gay Klingons at Netscape.org.
The org stands for orgy.
Would you like to come? There'll be no sex, I promise.
It's a gay Klingon orgy.
They stand around insulting each other. The Klingons.
They say your cock is without honor. A lot.
And you can rub your cock on my ridges of my forehead, if you'd like, sir. Maybe that would be very dishonorable if you did, for real. Those Klingons.
Worf does have something resembling a clitoral hood on his forehead.
All right, we're offending Star Trek Next Generation. We watched Star Trek Next Generation, so
We're not only offending those people, we're offending Klingons and women.
yes, we'll make sure we get them all here. And there's something else I think I need to play here real quick.
For dry, red eyes, Clear Eyes is awesome. It removes redness and has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow. The difference is clear. Clear Eyes.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat was kind of sort of requesting that, I guess. But here's another one.
For dry, irritated eyes, Clear Eyes for dry eyes is a big relief. It's amazing. Your dry eyes get moisture that stays in for lasting relief. Wow. Clear Eyes for dry eyes. Relief that won't run out.
Fucking
a lot of this commercial is dubbed over.
Is it crazy that like this guy was like, wasn't he like a speechwriter for Richard Nixon?
Yes, I think so.
And of course he was in Ferris Bueller. That's where he got kind of famous. And then like he's doing these commercials, and it's kind of like, he probably made more money on these commercials than he did doing Ferris Bueller. So here's another.
Now, the Hall of Fame eye drop. Clear Eyes, triple action relief. It gets redness, dryness, irritation out. A triple play. Wow. Triple action relief. Three-way relief from Clear Eyes.
And he's just standing there talking in his normal voice. He's not, really doing
I've been
it.
trying to get my wife to have a three-way for many years. And I
Wow.
have three-way relief.
Yeah, and then when it actually does happen in front of me, I'll just be saying, wow.
Wow, I'm cockle.
For red, dry eyes, try Clear Eyes.
It removes redness and has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow. The difference is clear. Clear eyes.
Two golfers behind him that weren't him actually said wow, and he looked at him in disbelief on that one. But I'm just saying, wouldn't it be cool to just two guys? Wouldn't it be cool to just, you become so famous for just your regular voice that they just pay you to stand there and fucking do these 15-second commercials. And yeah, there's a bunch of these, man. Let's check this one out. Here's another one. 94.
Pollen, smog, colds, known causes of itchy, burning eyes. The answer? Clear Eyes ACR. Soothing, cooling, allergy, cold, relief from Clear Eyes.
That was from 94. That was probably one of the earlier ones. He's standing in front of a thing with a little teaching stick, whatever you call that. A wand.
An overhead projector.
Yeah. So, anyway, good stuff.
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Yeah, let's get back to the Pran Funkels.
How do I sound?
You sound pretty good. I think you're probably a little more hushed than me, but
should I turn the...
I don't know. I don't know if you need to be closer to the microphone.
How does this? Is this louder?
That's definitely louder than me. I'm the king of the show, so you can't be louder than me. No.
What about this? Is this really loud?
It's no. It's just quiet.
That's very quiet. Take a knock.
That's that's probably good right there. But I don't know if you want to call that bitch back or if we want to just move on or what you want to do. However you want to handle it.
Let's give him a call back.
And maybe not no-go guy. Let's do a soundboard. You got any soundboards up? Just for the soundboard fans out there. They've been asking. They've been clamoring for racist woodworker.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you for calling Lear Capital. Your call will be recorded for call quality and training purposes. To speak to a representative, please now.
Quality purposes.
Thank you for calling Lear Capital's After Hours Center. My name is Ashley. Please note this call will be recorded for quality and training purposes. Can I have your first name, please?
Joshua.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Justin. Justim.
Your last name?
Widem. Widem.
Do you have an email address?
Yeah. It's Applejacks. Phil Applejacks at AOL.com.
Okay, do you have a physical address we can send information to?
What's that? What's that?
What is your address?
As your Muddy Mumble, 423 Wonder Lane. Simon Wet Raisin Web. Six four. Did you get it?
No.
Mrs. Ross's hamster got wet. What should we do?
Can't disconnect this call. I'm logging at the prank.
Why come?
What was the music in the background?
Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was receiving a call.
Oh, okay.
What's a muddy mumble?
Muddy mumbler. This bitch is no fun. What's your address? All right. Let's make some more calls. Let's move along. This bitch is no fun. I was hoping she'd say something like, do you have something better to do, or something like that. It's always fun. We can get somebody to kind of engage. Disconnecting data prank. Prank, 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 prank. Prank, 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 prank.
Frank bang, spank bang.
Frank bank, spank bank, prank. Frank bank, spank bank, prank. All right, Cody's gonna make some more calls here, and we'll keep it going. I hope here we're gonna keep it going, making some more calls. We got at least 15 more minutes left in the show, right? We can just keep rolling down that list. We got to get back in time.
You're listening to the news, Naked Dog in the morning.
Hubert Lubert and the Dubert.
Hubert Lubert and the Dubert.
Thanks for calling American Family Insurance. We might listen to or record this call to make sure we're giving you great service.
While masturbating.
Marque 9. Do you have an extension number you'd like to reach?
Fuck yes, I do.
Yes, the answer is
If you
yes.
have an extension number, please.
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's the extension?
1,138.
If you have an extension number, please.
1,300.
Okay, what's the extension?
1638 920 2011 3811
6 3 8 9 4, right?
Maybe.
Boy.
I don't know. Maybe. Give it a shot. Okay.
I still couldn't quite hear you.
Well,
I still couldn't quite hear you.
All right, let's call it different.
Couldn't quite hear you. Couldn't quite. It was close.
Let's call Steve number 6.
Yeah, let's see if we can get somebody to talk to us. Sounds like you're nice and warm and toasty. Your heater's running there.
Get you all steamed up.
Mwah.
Well, my friend here's hamster got wet. What do you think he's going to do about it? Have a hot, steaming bowl of oats.
Why are my friend's hamster?
Now, don't be sticking it up your butt. I'll see you at that
Would you
tube.
like to stick something up my butt?
I'll see you there with that tube. Don't even think about it.
Six 44084.
I don't know. That's it up number. It's a nigger.
Mr. Penmanship.
Nigger.
You stupid piece of shit.
Klingons. Nigger. Nigger.
There's a Paddington establishment.
There appears to be a man tapping on a table with 2 fingers extended on each of his hands.
There is a man who's tapping on a table.
Yes, hello?
Apple butter.
Yes, hello? Is anyone on the line there?
Probably not.
Did you dial a number, Nigel?
Terribly sorry.
Nigel! Is this some kind of... Are you having a laugh, Nigel? I'm tired of this. I'm grown very weary. Alright.
It's the Beetle car guy.
Well... Go ahead and put the receiver on the switch hook there. Go ahead.
Jab this eye.
Yeah, no need for apologies there. No worries, as they say down on there.
There's a
down under.
Quench. A bit of a quench.
Nigel, are you on the
Yes.
line here? What have you dialed? Is there a call engaged?
There's a queef.
I'm
and
not
a
sure
query.
what I'm paying you for here, Nigel.
You're spending an excessive amount of money.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Hello? Hello? Am I here all by myself here?
Hi, hello? Hi. Hi, hello? Hi. Oh. Okay. Well. Oh boy. I think Cody has just gotten disconnected for some reason. Yeah, well, this is interesting because I was under the impression that we were going to go at least another 10 minutes on this show. That kind of sucks. I wish I had Mike or somebody here to do the show with me, because I can't do a show all by myself. And have I ever done a show all by myself? I don't know. I don't think I have. These calls, that sort of thing. Well, that kind of sucks, man. But I can use this time to do something else here. Let me get something pulled up here real quick. I'm gonna do something real fast because I gotta step away for just a second here. I'll play a little music for you, and I'll be right back. Here we go. Ooh, Be right back, folks. take a little break there. Sorry about that. Looks like I guess Cody had to go for some reason. So I'm just gonna let you in on a little thing here, real quick. Let me get this pulled up real fast here. So for those of you who don't know, we used to do some gaming shows on this channel back started in 2019, and we stopped doing them about a year. Actually, you know what? A year ago tonight, we stopped doing these shows because we wanted to move them to a brand new channel, and just kind of work on that, up our game a little bit. So we've just been working on that. Justin and I would play these games. It started out Kira and I, and then it was Justin and I play some classic games, and we decided we wanted to move the channel and just kind of just retool the show a bit. So, and it's been a year. I know it's been a year, but we had a lot of ideas and stuff like that, and a bunch of stuff kind of got shelved just because of COVID. We couldn't get together, that sort of thing. So there's been a whole lot of us kind of going back and forth with stuff, just trying to figure out the best way to do things. And I think we just kind of said, all right, well, we're going to start doing these shows again here in a few weeks. Sometime here in March. It'll either be our premiere date will either be March 12th or 19th. I'm not sure yet, but if you would like to subscribe to the new channel which we've just launched, I'm going to put it in the chat right there. And the deal is, it's a brand new channel. We just created it last week. So it currently has 19 subscribers. So we don't have a custom URL, so it's just got this random fucking string of numbers and letters. So if you want to subscribe to that, click on that link I just put in the chat there. The new show is called Classic Game Night Fridays. You can search that on YouTube. Go and subscribe to Classic Game Night Fridays. Like I said, we'll get started either March 12th or March 19th will be our first show back, or our first show for this new channel. It'll be new. It'll be we're hoping to kind of take it to I don't want to say a new level, but it's going to be it's going to be a little better. It's going to be a little more. I don't know. But go subscribe there. And we got a video that I think I'm gonna get edited and put up on this next week here. You should see it this coming week. And then we'll get down to business and start doing our weekly shows on Friday again, like we used to on this new channel, Classic Game Night Fridays. Click in the link there in the chat. Go subscribe if you like to watch gaming, our gaming feeds. You can see the old shows here on the channel still. We'll be removing those once we go to the new channel, though. So check them out now while you can, if you want. I mean, not that they're anything super great, but it's going to be an all new show, and it's going to be fun, and I think you're going to like it if you're into that sort of thing. It's kind of like Pran Funkels, only we're just playing games and talking about shit. We're not making prank calls, though. So that was the whole thing, as we were doing this gaming show on Friday nights on this prank call show, and we were kind of like, it probably should have its own channel. So that's why we decided to split off. We just didn't think it was going to take an entire year to kind of get that done and get stuff planned. But we also didn't think that this pandemic shit was going to happen. So that's a large part of it. It was just kind of dealing with that, and so anyway, yep, if you want to go subscribe to that, go do that. That's that's the shinola on that. Kind of sucks that Cody had to leave early, but that's what's happening here. And it's a night like this that I wish I had somebody else like Mike here, because we could just do a bunch of soundboard calls. And I'd be totally fine with that. So, what else? What else is going on? We want to thank all of you for your donations, your generous donations. Cody has a nice new mic setup now. I don't know. I'm hearing good things about that. So that's something I always kind of wanted to do. I don't know, man. I kind of like this. Headset setup. I think it works well for me because I'm literally like looking around my room and but it wasn't working out so well with Cody's old Mac and it just didn't sound very good, and that I think has a lot to do with the sound card. I've got like a little sound card. It's not the native sound card for this machine that I'm on, so it's a different sound card. So I think this works out just fine. It doesn't, of course, it doesn't have I don't have the fancy windscreen and all that he has, but it's still good stuff. Still works for me. So, but I like the idea of having it more of having more of like a studio kind of atmosphere where I can just sit here and do that. But I don't know. It's not really necessary. I would rather we use your donations more for getting him a new PC, which he has. I say PC, he has a Mac, and it's kind of old, so needs an upgrade. Probably needs a whole new machine, to be honest. What I was going to say earlier is Mac I think comes out with a new operating system like every year or so. He's probably like 8 or 9 OSs behind the current. What is the current Mac OS? I think is it Big Sur? Is that right? I should look that up. Let me look that up real quick here. I'm going to put in current Mac OS. And is it Catalina? Is that right? No, that can't be right. I know there's a newer or a newish one called Big Sur, BIGSUR, like the place is that California? I think that might be the most current one. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just curious for my own. This says Catalina, and then Mojave and High Sierra and Sierra. So what the hell is Big Sur then? That I've been hearing about. I don't know much about Macs anymore. I used to. Yeah. Maybe it's just not updated on there, on the Wikipedia page or something like that. Yeah, it says initial release. Big Sur is originally released to the public November 12th of 2020. So it's brand new. All right. So that's yeah, sorry. Just Peter Lilly says Macintosh OS 7.5.5. I don't know about that, sir. 7.55 seems like that. What year would that have come out? Like 1994 or something? That's funny. That's really funny. I know that yeah, here we go. What did I say? 94, 95? So it was released on September 18th, 1996. So I was very close. That's right. Mac OS System 7.55 was released on September of 1996. Wow, 25 years ago almost. Yeah. So anyway. All right, I'm sure this is really super entertaining to you guys, but I'm gonna we go ahead and have to wrap it up here, I guess. He says Peter Lilly also says he liked Macintosh better when they had the rainbow Apple logo. Yes. It's funny. I was talking to someone I work with the other day, and I don't know how it came up, but it just kind of came out. It's one of those things that just kind of comes out just kind of as a joke or whatever, but I was like, oh, they have a Macintosh phone. So, everybody knows it's an iPhone, but I don't know, it just kind of made me laugh that it was like, oh, you have a Macintosh phone? A Mac phone? Yes, I have a Mac phone. Anyway. Folks, that's the show. Sorry we had to kind of cut it off early. Like I said, coming here in a few weeks. Classic Game Night Fridays. Head on over and subscribe if you'd like. If you're a fan of the game shows that we used to do. And the link is right there in the chat. Put it up there. I posted it at 2:53 a.m. local time here. So go over there and subscribe, and we'll have some content on there next week, I believe. And then we'll start doing live shows, like I said, either the 12th or the 19th, whenever we are up and ready to go. But it's coming, man. It's coming. Oh, yeah. So it's coming. It's coming soon. And the very first broadcast I ever did with using OBS here, which we had to go to because YouTube used to have this thing called, it was like Hangouts had an interface where you could broadcast through, and we used that for years. And then they started saying, okay, we're not going to, they started moving away from that. So I started looking into this OBS thing, and yeah, it's a really cool, easy to use program, free. I believe my first broadcast with OBS was 2 years ago on March 15th. I think it was March 15th of 2019. And I was just completing Iceman's level in Mega Man or something like that. I was just rebroadcasting that, I think, or something like that. So anyway, yeah, it'll be around that time. It'll be basically the 2 years since we started doing our game streaming shows on this channel. We will start doing the new, and like I said, tonight is the year anniversary of our last regular gaming show on this channel. We did a Memorial Day weekend show and a 4th of July weekend show and a Labor Day weekend show, just as kind of specials. So, but the last regular every Friday night show that we did on this channel was a year ago tonight. But anyway, I won't bore you guys anymore. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. And hey, thanks for listening. And we really appreciate your donations. If you're somebody who donates, we put it, like I said, we put all the money back into the show. Get mic setups like for Cody, what Cody has now, and I've lost my train of thought here. I think I've been drinking too much. Put all the money back into our show here, and if you're somebody who wants to donate, every little bit you can donate helps us make this a better show. Click on one of those links in the description. You can be a patron, or you donate regularly, or you can donate on PayPal if that's your thing. If you want to do PayPal, just donation. You know, there are people who donate regularly on PayPal, and we appreciate those. We appreciate all you listening and supporting. Even if you don't donate, that's cool. You know, we're not going to be dicks about it. Peter Lee says, and when the OS came on a single-sided 400K microfloppy. Good stuff. Talking about those Macs. But hey, thanks for listening. I wish I had Mike here with me. We could do some more calls. I'm not really one to do calls by myself. A lot of people ask like why I don't do a lot of calls, and that's because I have a hard time just like not laughing out loud. I mean, if you could hear me while these calls are going on while I'm muted, you would understand. Like, you know, it's really hard for me not to laugh audibly during the calls. So, and in the few calls I've done over the years, it's just like taking everything for me to like kind of hold it together and not laugh in the middle of a call. So, yeah. So, join us next Saturday for another Pran Funkels, and we thank you all for listening, and thanks for anybody who donates. And as we like to say here on Pran Funkels, we on behalf of Cody and Justin and Kira and myself and Mike, we love you a lot, and we'd like to fancy you. And from all of us here in Pran Funkels, good night.
Extra sugar-free gum.
You get extra flavor, extra fun in extra sugar-free gum.
Extra, the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet, gives you extra refreshing flavor that lasts an extra, extra, extra long time.
Extra flavor for that extra long glide. Extra flavor for that extra long ride. When you chew it extra, the extra fresh flavor lasts an extra, extra, extra long time.
Extra lasts extra long.